closer?
I can get that close if you can get in just a little bit more, J.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That'll work. We're good. Go.
Hey, this is J. Todd Tucker with Bass 2.0. I'm here again for the third day in a row with Nate Wellman. He's been leading this event for 3 days. He won it today. He had, what was your total weight?
53 pounds, something.
53 pounds, man, that's amazing. And second place was 17 pounds behind you, which is remarkable. Now let's talk about where you were fishing, and I know where you were fishing because I was right next to you for 3 days straight, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I mean, what was I missing?
Well, you know, the big thing is where we're fishing is some of the freshest water on the bay, and you knew that as well as I did going to this event, and several other people knew. There was a lot of competition in the area we were at, and I knew that was going to happen. There's also a lot of fish get released in this area, where most of the tournaments go out of. And I knew that going into this event, and I knew I wanted to fish here, so I spent like 8 hours on my big motor idling with my structure scans, looking for small little.
And it wasn't the Humminbird, the structure scan?
It was the Lowrance structure scan.
Lowrance, okay.
Yep, I actually have both on my boat, and I actually prefer the Lowrance myself.
Okay.
And I idled and looked for just the smallest little pieces of structure I could find out there. I actually ended up finding 18 spots, and I only used 3 of them in this event. And the other big key was everybody else was throwing big power baits, jigs, spinner baits, crank baits, and these fish, you know, there's still a lot of salt up here.
Let's take the people that you weren't here to see this event actually roll through. We actually were around, I would guess, 15 to 20 boats at any given time during the day of every day of this tournament. And what's amazing is that this guy actually figured out how to catch these fish, and we didn't. And what was the real significant? I mean, would you call it the bait, or the presentation, or where you were?
I'm going to say a lot of it was probably a little bit of everything. A lot of it was location.
I noticed you around other people. You were catching fish out from underneath other people's boats.
And that was the thing is, you know, these fish that were up on the banks got beat on, pressured, fished real hard, and they would just move out a little bit. And most, you know, and a lot of times most fish are caught where other people put their boat.
Yeah.
And that was my whole key, was just to get away from those fish and find those fish that they would actually move to me a lot of times. And
well, and the water did get lower today, and I think that probably helped you out.
That was the big deal. Today at high tide was more like low tide the last 2 days. When it got low tide today, it was low, and it just sucked them fish right to me.
It just pulled them right to you. Well, thanks, Nate. We appreciate you having doing this thing with Bass 2.0, and you made the elites.
Yes, sir.
So you plan on fishing them?
I'll be there.
So you'll be finding Nate Williams out there on the elite circuit next year. Be looking for him. He'll be catching a lot of fish. Thank you very much, bud.
Thanks, Jay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.